But first, more on the Trump administration waging war against drug cartels in a major escalation. The U.S. deploying the world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, and its carrier wing to waters off of South America. The administration says it will help stop suspected Venezuelan drug trafficking boats. This all comes after the military conducted its 10th strike on a suspected drug boat that they say is tied to criminal Tren de Aragua gang. President Trump talking with reporters on Air Force One about what comes next.
We stopped all drugs virtually from coming in by sea. And we'll stop all drugs from coming in by land very shortly. You'll see that starting.
The president also announcing sanctions against the president of Colombia and his family, accusing them of being involved in the drug trade. The Colombian president then responding, saying that he has been fighting drug trafficking for decades. Joining me now, former ICE acting director and former Homeland Security Special Agent John Torres. Thank you so much for being here. White House aide Stephen Miller speaking out on these strikes, and he's comparing these drug trafficking groups to terrorist organizations. Take a listen.
These organizations are the ISIS of the Western Hemisphere. They control territory, they field armies, they exert enormous political control over nations and regions and governments and judicial systems.
So do you think that this military buildup could be leading to something bigger?
I do think that it could be leading to something bigger. Obviously, the buildup now is sending a strong message of deterrence that the government, the Trump administration and the current government is not going to stand for the continued business as usual operations as we've seen over the years. When you take a look at the drug fentanyl overdoses in the U.S., just between 2021 and 2024, they averaged 70,000 a year. When I left government 10 years ago, we were talking about 3,000 a year. So that is highly escalated. And we're at a point where nearly 125 million Americans know someone today that is overdosed on fentanyl. So it's really become a crisis.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that President Trump is interested in the bigger picture here, in regime change in Venezuela overall?
Very possible. It reminds me of what happened in Panama with Noriega over the years, where they were really responsible for a lot of drug trafficking from that region of the world. And what happened is the U.S. military went in and took him into custody and had him arrested. So it's sending a very strong message that history could be repeating itself here.
Right, and Republican Senator Rand Paul very critical of these strikes, saying it doesn't follow Trump's America First campaign promises. Take a listen.
You can't randomly just blow up the enemy without identifying them and accusing them of crime unless you're at war. The only time you really can kill fairly indiscriminately within certain rules of engagement, but you have the right to sort of kill the enemy as long as they're the enemy and you're involved in war, is in a declared war. But a declared war needs to be approved by Congress.
So do you think that Congress should be more involved before any more strikes like this are conducted?
Well, it certainly would help if Congress were more involved now. But as we can see with the government shutdown, we're not even able at this point to agree on reopening the government. And so looking at it from a law enforcement perspective, something has to change here with the amount of people that are dying and the amount of drugs that have been coming into the United States. The precursor chemicals are coming from China, and they're then being trafficked by the cartels across the southern border. And so you start by closing the southern border to these types of organizations. And then on top of that, you have to, if they can't bring them by land across the border, they're going to try to do it by sea with the boats. And that's what we're seeing.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.